Under the canopy, the lanterns flicker slow. Three shadows seated where the darkling rivers flow. Footprints in the mud, a question in the trees. We trade our secrets to the Idahoan breeze. The bottle breathes its fire, the amber spirit burns, waiting for the moment that the wheel of mystery turns. Bourbon Legends, Bourbon Legends. The legends never die underneath the Idahoan sky. With every glass we raise, the hidden truth is found, while the spirits of the past rise from the hallowed ground. Conspiracies and spirits, we walk the jagged line, tracing every pattern, seeking every sign. From the mountains to the plains, whispers call our name. With the amber nectar, we the ancient flame. To the legends we remain. Bourbon Legends.
Welcome to episode 0.5 of Bourbon Legends. I'm Justin, and I'm here with my co-host, or one of my co-hosts, Jeff. Our other co-host, Kevin, is not able to be here because he's on a dumb camping trip with his family instead of enjoying bourbon with his friends.
Yeah, priorities.
Terrible priorities. So today we're going to be doing what we do every single episode going forward. We're going to have a type of bourbon that we're going to be trying and kind of rating. And on top of that, we're going to be talking about a urban legend or a conspiracy theory or something like that we just feel like talking about. So this week, we'll actually be talking about the Mothman, since Jeff is from West Virginia and has firsthand experience.
Right.
They went to high school together.
We did.
And we're going to be trying this bourbon, which we've actually tried before. It's Hand Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's 52.5% alcohol. It's 105 proof, and it is made by Hand Barrel Bourbon LLC. This actually showed up in one of my bourbon subscriptions. So it was pretty good. Actually, it was the first bottle I got in the subscription, and it was actually the best bottle I think I got out of all of them. So what we're going to do is just have a little sip here. Jeff is more of the bourbon expert than me. To me, I'm like either ew or thumbs up. And this one was definitely a thumbs up, but we'll give it a rating as well.
Yeah. Should we do the rating at the beginning after we taste it, or make him wait till the end? Find out.
Well, we can do it after that. Smells good, though. It's not too strong. Yeah. I like it.
Even though it's been open a while, it held up pretty well.
It's got a little bit of spice to it going down, but in your mouth, it's not overly powerful. So it's got a nice little sweet taste to it, and you get a little bit of kick going down, but it doesn't burn the crap out of you.
No.
So I really enjoy this one. There's another bottle that I'm sure we'll do on another episode that's white. Wasn't quite as good, but I think out of 10 being the best bourbons I've had, this is like a 6.5 or 7 Mothman balls out of 10. What about you?
I mean,
you've had way more bourbons than I have. So
I have. I've had some really expensive ones too. I don't know. It's not too far off the mark, and it's definitely better than average. So it's got to be above a 5.
Yeah, I think anything above I think a 5 is probably decent. I've definitely had a couple 3s. I probably have a couple 3s at the house.
I've got a couple back there. It's bad. They've been there for years, and they'll probably stay there.
So somewhere between 5 and 7 Mothman balls.
I'd say it's at least 6 Mothman balls.
Nice. So that's 3 whole Mothmen.
3 whole Mothman
Mine
balls.
was 3.5 Mothmen, or 4 Mothmen. One of them just was missing one. So,
yeah, he got too close to the lamp.
Very good.
Yeah.
So definitely recommend. This came from one of the bourbon subscription companies, so chances of you getting it are if they decide to send it to you. But I think you can just buy it from the website anyways. Pretty good. Worth a try. I think it's not the most expensive bottle, but it's pretty good bang for its buck. So, anyways, we'll get on to the Mothman, not the prophecies, because that was a movie. With just the whole legend of the Mothman as a urban legend. I know of the Mothman. I haven't researched too much into the Mothman, but like I said before, Jeff grew up in West Virginia, where the Mothman is from. So they go way back. So
Sure.
I'll let Jeff take over here while I drink my bourbon.
We're gonna have to swap out occasionally. All right. So, Mothman creature reportedly seen primarily, not exclusively, in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Primarily between November 12th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967. Most famously, it was back home referred to as a Harbinger. So during that time, that's when the bridge collapsed. Mothman was seen just before the bridge collapsed. Had been visiting this family, giving them kind of dreams and everything else before the bridge collapsed. Not exactly of it, but alluding to it.
So is it like a harbinger of destruction, or was the Mothman warning these people that this was going to happen?
See, that's the part that's still hotly debated. You have a large group of people that are like, oh no, Mothman means no harm. It just warns you of things to come.
Yeah.
And then you have others where it's like, do we know? Because it was seen at the bridge. It launched from the bridge moments before it collapsed.
Yeah.
Did it have something to do with it?
Yeah.
We all know how moths chew through clothes and everything else. So,
yeah, and just like other cryptids, where there's always a debate, like there seems to be good cryptids and there seems to be other cryptids that they think are evil. So like Bigfoot or something, they're like, oh, Bigfoot's good. And like the chupacabra would be evil, I imagine. I don't know.
goat suckers.
Yeah. So continuing on with that, one of the most famous encounters came on November 15th, 1966, when Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Mallet reported seeing a large flying man with 10-foot wings with glowing red eyes while driving along State Route 62 just north of Point Pleasant. So personally, I've never seen a guy with 10-foot wings before. I mean, I've seen the Batman movies, so I guess I kind of have seen them before.
Are those 10-foot wings he's got?
Yeah, so it said 10-foot wings.
Well, I meant Batman.
Oh, Batman?
Yeah, because when he extends it out like this, like it goes a little farther out. He's what, over 6 foot?
Yeah, I think it depends on the Batman, probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But yeah,
Depends
so
on,
Mothman would be probably bigger than Batman.
Yes.
Definitely scarier, because a dude dressed as a bat and a actual cryptid that looks like a moth would be terrifying.
A giant moth-like person, yes.
Yeah. Have we ever thought about the possibility that the Mothman is the child of Mothra? I don't think so.
I don't think it's been.
I don't think
that's ever been.
There's not very many famous moth or moth people, so
No,
they figured there might be some connection. Of course, West Virginia and Japan are very far apart.
True.
So let's
both equally as isolated.
Yes. So they saw a menacing figure standing 6 to 7 feet tall near an abandoned National Guard armory building and power plant. And when they say 6 to 7 feet tall, I have to keep in mind this is in the 60s. So people were a little smaller back then. So 6 to 7 feet back then was pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
You had Wilt Chamberlain with 10-foot wings at that time, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's not uncommon back home. I have a couple cousins, like I'm the runt, I'm the smallest, and I have a couple cousins who are between 6'7" and 7'3".
Yeah. I have a couple tall cousins. I'm not tall. I'm the averagest of averages.
You also have to consider, like, West Virginia is the meth capital of the United States.
But does that make you grow bigger or smaller?
Depends on how good the stuff is you're smoking, I guess.
So, panicking, Roger Scarberry sped away and the creature followed, rising like a helicopter and easily keeping pace even as the car hit 100 miles per hour. Over the following 13 months, over 100 witnesses reported encounters with a large winged humanoid creature standing between 6 and 7 feet tall, with enormous red eyes and a wingspan estimated at 10 to 15 feet.
So I love it. It's West Virginia. It's my home state. I obviously want to represent it, but this is where in the story I start kind of losing it. It rose up straight like a helicopter. It's a moth creature, but
that's not how a moth would fly.
No, like you normally like launch and then flap, and they don't really hover.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they're bumping into like your light bulb on your porch, like it's back and forth. And then, as someone who grew up in southern West Virginia, where the hell is it straight enough to go 100 miles an hour?
If you go straight through the forest, you get the stop is a lot harder.
I mean, I know it's the 60s and like the vehicles back then are all built like tanks, but
yeah, it'd be
100 miles an hour. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. Now, the other thing I thought, now this is my conspiracy side, if they actually, people were seeing all of these sightings of the same thing, red eyes, big wings, and then of course they said rose like a helicopter, right? So what if the Mothman, because these people don't know what they're seeing, isn't actually a Mothman? It was originally seen over by an armory, right, for the military.
Yeah.
What if it was military technology that they were trying out in the area, and then whoever was flying it just was dumb enough to keep getting caught?
True.
Over and over. I mean, the wings, I don't know how to explain that unless it's for gliding. If they had some other kind of propulsion, that could explain why it rose like a helicopter rather than, flapping like a moth or a bird or something with wings would. And red eyes, especially at nighttime, might be infrared vision.
Could be. I mean, they also use red at night because it's less harmful to night vision because it engages the rods instead of the cones in your eyes.
Yes, and you know that because you were in the military.
Yes.
And you had to use night vision.
I did.
So that was like my thinking about it is, I mean, we've had many times in history where the government says, that was nothing. And it's just because they're denying whatever they were doing. Could it be a cryptid monster? If so, what happened to it? Where did it come from?
Never made it out of beta.
Yeah, exactly.
Never made it out of beta.
It just terrorized a little small area of West Virginia for a decent amount of time and then suddenly disappeared.
Crashed into a bridge, weakened it, it fell.
Now,
Mothman.
Yeah, Mothman.
Be like the guy from History Channel. Mothman.
Yeah. Aliens. So one of the other ones, and this is the one that you were talking about earlier, was the Silver Bridge collapse.
Yes.
It's where the legend kind of really like catches on. It was December 15th of 1967. The Silver Bridge connecting Point Pleasant, West Virginia to Gallipolis, Ohio? Gallipolis?
Who cares?
It's Ohio. No one cares about Ohio. Collapsed under the weight of rush hour traffic, killing 46 people with 2 victims still missing. I'm going to assume those 2 victims are also dead.
I mean, it's been
a long
70
time.
years? No.
It's 1967. That's 60, almost 60 years.
Yeah.
It's
still
when my dad was a kid.
Yeah.
The Mothman sightings, which had been occurring for 13 months, stopped almost immediately after the collapse. Official investigations in 1971 determined the bridge collapse was caused by stress corrosion cracking in an eye bar in a suspension chain. A mundane engineering failure, but the timing of the sighting ceasing permanently embedded the creature in disaster mythology. So, like you said, it was the harbinger of doom. Now, having lived in West Virginia, do you have family that claims to have, or people that you knew that claim to have seen the Mothman, slept with the Mothman?
No.
Had babies with the Mothman?
The Enquirer, the National Enquirer, that's the tabloids.
Yes.
Remember reading those at
the checkout stands.
They had like Bat Boy and I slept with Bigfoot, and now here's next week's episode. Here's his baby.
I'm pretty sure those all came out of West Virginia too, mostly.
God.
Or is that?
I prefer not to say.
Was that show the one with was it the Wonderful Whites or whatever? Is that West Virginia?
Yeah.
Up in the Appalachians.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what happened to the Mothman. He settled down and
Found him a toothless woman.
yeah, he's like as good as it gets.
Don't get no better, boys. No. Yeah, I hate that it focuses. Side tangent. I hate that a lot of the stuff around West Virginia focuses on like the 1 and 2 off exceptions. I mean, West Virginia is full of smart, innovative people that have really contributed to society as a whole. But you have like the whites of West Virginia and some of these others where it's like one-off situations. But oh no, that's what it's all about. No.
It's like that one thing. It's like I build 100 bridges. They don't call me a bridge builder, but I suck one wiener and they call me gay.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Like, oh, there's one inbred family there, and they're all inbred there.
Yep,
No, that's just that bunch.
They're all with their cousins. So
So going back to Mothman. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of smart people there, and especially if they're commuting, going out of state, and everything else. Like Point Pleasant.
I don't know anything about the area, so you're the expert on Point Pleasant or anywhere in West Virginia.
I mean, it's not exactly near any major industry, but a lot of the people over there, like, they have common sense. They've grown up in the woods. They've seen things. They know what everything is. They can identify it just by the sound it makes.
Yeah.
And the next holler over.
Yeah,
like,
hunting and stuff is popular to where you know what a deer sounds like versus, something else.
And the part, I know I kind of indicated earlier that, this part of it kind of loses me. But then this part of it kind of brings me back to it. All of these people, all of this stuff happened, and it's like, hey, like, nobody's seen or heard from this being since.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like Bigfoot where it's like it pops up here and there and everywhere.
100+ years of sightings.
Yeah, it's like, hey, this one thing happened and nothing, not a peep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it could have been anything for that matter. And now I'm seeing now. I don't know if you know because I didn't look for specifications on it. But the power plant that was there, I'm assuming that's just a standard power plant, not a nuclear power plant.
Yeah, no.
So I was going to say, if there was a nuclear power plant, that could always be a radiation type issue. But I don't think.
I'm trying to think if there's even I don't think there's a nuclear power plant in West Virginia. It's all coal.
All coal. Yeah.
We have quite a few now. I don't know about so much back then that are essentially multi-fuel. Like you can take whatever, like a lot of people, that's how they dispose of their corn husks and everything, is they'll take it there. This place burns it, generates electricity.
So here's some of the skeptical explanations that people have had previously. Source of the legend is believed by many to have originated from sightings of out-of-migration sandhill cranes or herons. Critics argue the association between the Mothman and the bridge collapse is a form of narrative retrofitting, coincidence and grief reinterpreted through a sensational story, which that happens. There's a big catastrophe, people are hurt, injured, killed. You're going to see things and you're going to fit things with your brain based on your understanding of things.
Especially small town, everybody's going to know everybody.
Yeah. And you've been seeing hundreds of sightings of the Mothman, then this bridge collapses and you're like, it was the Mothman, his final FU to West Virginia.
Yeah. Before he goes to Ohio, where he belongs.
Where he went to Ohio, where he decided to play for the Browns and was never heard from again.
Yeah. I mean, distinct possibility, but I've seen sandhill cranes.
Yeah.
They don't look like Ben. I've never seen a 7-foot sandhill crane.
Yeah.
We're looking like
a pterodactyl.
I mean, I think the biggest one I've seen is probably 4-footish.
Yeah. That'd be a big crane. And then the fact that they also said that it was humanoid. Like, I guess in silhouette, maybe you could think it was, but I don't know. I mean, they have a big beak. That's not humanoid. And and big red eyes. Like, I guess light reflecting could make the eyes red, but why are they out there flying around at night?
Yeah, birds won't fly at night unless there's like a predator.
Yeah, and you could clearly identify that it's not a Mothman versus a crane during the day.
Yeah.
So I think that would probably rule out that it was that. Could just be a figment of people's imagination, as always.
Maybe lay off the nose candy.
Yeah, like you said, a
Colombian
lot
Bam
of
Bam.
a lot of meth there.
Well,
I don't know about in the 60s.
60s, yeah, but cocaine.
Yeah, probably a lot of alcoholics too.
I mean, goes
That's why they were
goes
out.
without saying.
Yeah. They were not, in fact, Bourbon Legends.
They were not. No.
So the core of the Mothman legends genuinely compelling is folklore, a 13-month window of mass sightings, a real catastrophic tragedy with the bridge, and an abrupt end all in one small town. So I know some people say it's mass hysteria. Some people think that it's real. I'm sure most people think it's not real. And as far as cryptids go, obviously it's a cool story, but to me it doesn't have the lasting power of some of the other ones. Like, Bigfoot. Everyone knows Bigfoot. Everyone sees Bigfoot. I just saw something the other day.
Not isolated to a single area either.
That's true. The Bigfoot's not like, I'm going to hang out in this one town in West Virginia.
Yeah.
And you're not going to see him at the bar smoking a cigar.
No.
But speaking of Bigfoot, I did see something the other day.
Saw Bigfoot?
No, I didn't see Bigfoot. I saw some big old bitches.
Yeah, seen those too.
But I did see.
Ethan took his shoes off again.
I did see a video of someone talking about some teens that supposedly saw a herd of Bigfoots here in Idaho. Or Big Feet? Or is it like
a herd? Is it a group? Is it a family? Is it a unit?
I don't know. And is it Bigfoot or Big Feet? Like in Lord of the Rings? Proudfoot or Proud Feet?
Yeah, true. True.
But like I said, I don't think the Mothman has the staying power of the Bigfoot or a lot of the other ones, because while the Mothman was scary, I suppose, imagine if you saw a flying thing with red eyes, you'd be terrified. I lean more towards either they didn't see what they thought they saw, or like based on the area, I wouldn't be surprised if it was some kind of different tech that the Air Force or someone was trying to develop.
I mean,
think about how big of a mystery the stealth bomber was.
True.
For years and years and years.
I hadn't really considered it until you mentioned it, but yeah, that a lot of that story does fit with maybe some military testing. It was at an armory in West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
We already know, like, there's a lot of declassified stuff. Like, the government's used West Virginia as a place for the presidential bunker, a place for other VIP bunkers, decommissioned, by the way. So if you're using this info to try to target America, fuck you.
Yeah.
They moved.
Yeah.
It's just a tourist place for kids to go now. Like,
so don't blow up kids.
Please don't.
Yeah, we've seen so many times over the past that the government has, it's a weather balloon. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't say the Mothman was a weather balloon. Swamp gases.
So here's something else to consider, and especially since we're talking about a group, you do have DuPont Chemical, which is a huge chemical production and storage facility in West Virginia. It's one of the biggest on the East Coast, if not the biggest.
Is that the same company that does the paint and all that, DuPont? Or is that a different one?
No, so,
could be.
DuPont kind of has their fingers in everything. If it's got chemicals involved, somehow they're associated or directly adjacent to. Could there have been a leak that went on for, 13 months and then this happened?
That would explain the mass hysteria. Certain chemicals in the water or in the soil that were affecting people and causing people to hallucinate, and enough people together, like trying to figure out what exactly they're seeing, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh man, I saw something. It was weird. And they're like, it looked like a big moth dude with red eyes. And they're like, I think that's what I saw too.
It sounds exactly like what I saw.
Yeah.
Hold up, wait a minute.
So, yeah, there's all kinds of plausible things, but getting down to the meat of it, do you believe the Mothman was real?
I don't know.
If you were
If
leaning
it
one
was-
way,
If I was leaning one way, I would have to lean slightly towards no.
see, and I agree with you. I would lead towards no, that there's a real, actual Mothman. Now, did they see something?
That's a possibility.
That's a definite possibility.
Yeah.
Was it a hairy flying Mothman with red eyes? I mean, I wasn't there, so I can't say 100%. Never rule anything out, but
Yeah.
chances are low. It's not like a TV show. If someone opened some sarcophagus in West Virginia that released
It's
a Mothman demon,
moth creature,
and then it was like, what the hell am I doing in West Virginia?
Yeah.
And it got the heck out of there.
I knew I made a left turn in Albuquerque.
It probably went down to Florida, honestly, and that's why
Probably.
everything's so weird there.
Yeah, it just blends in now. It's not even
Yeah.
it's not even new or normal or abnormal.
Or it could have went to California as well.
No.
That'd have been a long flight.
Yeah. It definitely, if it went everywhere, definitely Florida. It's going to fit right in. It's got its own people
Mm-hmm.
down there.
So, hey, it's just the Mothman, man. He's really cool.
Yeah.
These
Take
call-
some of that dust off of his wings. Man, it's so good.
So, personally, I
Grew up
don't.
in a meth house. And now it's got secondhand effects.
He became the Walter White of moths,
Could have.
selling blue meth. So, so basically, in my opinion, the Mothman, not plausible as an actual supernatural being. I think, to me, it's plausible as some kind of government test, or like Jeff said, it could definitely be some kind of chemical contaminant that caused mass hysteria in the area, and I don't know what stopped it or what woke them up. Maybe the bridge being destroyed snapped people out of it. That's why they never saw it again. Or maybe that was a false flag, so that the government could clean up the chemicals, and then that's why they never saw it again.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was leaning towards.
Yeah. So,
Like, hey, there's no warning signs about this. Boom, bridge collapse.
oh no, bridge collapsed.
Now everybody quit seeing Mothman. Like, it's kind of
Yeah.
sus.
Yeah. So, what we're saying is probably don't trust the government.
That's right.
Not as
Especially
far
with
as
the
you can throw them,
Texas.
at least. So,
No.
do you have anything else? I think we've pretty much covered most everything that I
Yeah.
can think of.
That's like our 0.5 episode.
Yeah. So
Probably should have been short.
it is short.
Ish.
But like we said, this is episode 0.5. We have another co-host that will be here when he's done doing actual family stuff like a responsible adult. We'll have a different bourbon each time because he wasn't here for the first 0.5. He didn't get to try this delicious hand barrel. He's tried it before, so he won't feel too bad.
No.
But we'll try to get a really gross one next week for his first episode. But
I have a couple.
we'll probably be going. It'll be different from time to time. This week was a Urban Legend, which obviously Bourbon Legends was kind of named off of.
Yes.
But next week we'll probably be looking at a conspiracy theory. In the future, we're going to probably create a wheel or draw out of a hat so that we just at the end of the episode reach in, pull something out, and boom, there it is. But I'm thinking for next week, or whenever we do our next episode, is probably going to be, was the moon landing real? One of my personal favorites.
It's so hotly debated.
So hot right now, Hansel. So thank you for joining us for Bourbon Legends. I'm Justin,
I'm Jeff.
and we will see you next time with a different bourbon.
Seasoned spirits, we walk the jagged line, tracing every pattern, seeking every sign. From the mountains to the plains, whispers call our name. With the amber nectar, we the ancient flame. To the legends we remain. Bourbon Legends.